Foreign correspondent Meagan Fitzgerald is joining us now from Cairo, just hours after a second aid convoy crossed into Gaza from Egypt. Hi, Meagan. Good morning. So tell us, these two aid convoys entered Gaza over the weekend. What were they carrying? And then the big question, though, is how long will those supplies last?
Guys, good morning to you. Over the weekend, we saw collectively at least 35 of those trucks make their way from Egypt across the Rafah border crossing into Gaza. On Saturday, of course, that was the first time we saw the convoy move. There were 20 trucks then, and according to Ambassador Satterfield, who's the special envoy for Middle East humanitarian issues, he says 15 moved yesterday overnight into Gaza. On board these trucks are life-saving humanitarian aid that the people of Gaza are desperate for. Everything from food, water, medical supplies. Now, we know that there's also growing calls throughout the world from world leaders saying that there needs to be more aid getting to Gaza faster. So, for example, we heard from UNICEF, who said on Saturday's shipment, there was enough water for 20,000 people for one day. And as we know, there are more than 2 million people who are in desperate need for supplies.
So, Meagan, this convoy comes as the Biden administration called on Israel to delay that ground invasion into Gaza over the weekend. What is the U.S. hoping to accomplish by trying to push Israel to hold off, especially when it comes to these humanitarian efforts?
Well, look, it's a race against time, according to Ambassador Satterfield. That's essentially what he was saying when he spoke on MSNBC yesterday. A race against time to get this aid in. Obviously, a ground offensive would certainly complicate issues. But he went on to say, in fact, I want to quote for you what he said on MSNBC when he was asked directly about a ground offensive and how that would impact humanitarian aid. And he said, any decision by the Israeli military that involves the North will, of course, have an impact, which is why we are focusing on the very significantly increased population in the south of the Gaza Strip. Now, he also went on to say that we will see, starting today, this ramp up of supplies that are going to be going into Gaza. Already, we know that another convoy of trucks have made their way past the Rafah border crossing on their way into Gaza, guys. So that is certainly something that we'll be watching for closely.
Meagan, also there where you are in Cairo, world leaders met Saturday for this peace summit. Anything big come out of that? What were some of the biggest concerns brought up and any progress made?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, at this summit that was hosted by President Sisi of Egypt, it was very well attended. We saw leaders from all across the world, representatives from the United States, Canada, all throughout Europe. Obviously, the Middle East was very well attended, and Asia as well. And we saw consensus on many different issues. One, they want to see this indiscriminate bombing on civilians in Gaza. They want to see that stop because we know that innocent women, men, and children especially are being killed every single day. They want to see more humanitarian aid getting to the people of Gaza at a faster rate. And they also want to stop this war from potentially spreading to the region. We heard from President Sisi of Egypt, who had some very direct words I want to read for you. He says, Israel is killing innocent civilians and the world stands silent. That is most certainly reflective of the rage that we are seeing and feeling across the Middle East, which is certainly making its way into Europe, into London and New York, where we have seen protests from the Middle East to the streets of New York City and London, guys.
All right, Meagan Fitzgerald, thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.